My home state recently legalized medical marijuana, overwhelmingly, and the industry has responded, Mr. Secretary. By 2020, the regulated, licensed, and taxed cannabis market in my state alone could come close to $1 billion. But because of a discrepancy in federal and state law, and a failure of Congress to act, and a failure of regulators to be proactive, this regulated, licensed, voter-approved billion-dollar industry is going to be all cash. I note a 5.86% increase requested for Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN. I assume this increase is because you all want to catch more bad guys and make families more safe. Why then is Treasury not doing everything at its disposal to create a workable, reasonable, confidence-inspiring way to make it safe for these companies to bring their revenues into the sunlight?
Mr. Chris, we've had a few other comments on this earlier. So again, let me just say, I hope this is something this committee can, on a bipartisan basis, work with, since there's people on both sides of the aisle that share these concerns. I will just say, I don't believe this is a failure of the regulators. I want to defend the regulators on this issue. The problem is, okay, there is a conflict between the federal law and the state law. And I'm not making a policy comment on what the right outcome is, but I too share your concern, whether it's my supervision of the IRS, where I've already said we have to build cash rooms to take in cash, which creates all different types of security issues. There is not a Treasury solution to this. There is not a regulator solution to this. If this is something that Congress wants to look at on a bipartisan basis, I'd encourage you to do this. This is something where there is a conflict between federal and state law that we and the regulators have no way of dealing with.
Thank you. Your encouragement is appreciated, Mr. Secretary. Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I yield.